All right, so I want to talk about EVs for a minute. Not shocking there. We talk about them a lot. Specifically, I want to talk about the first generation EVs that are being made right now. Not so much the Teslas that have been out for a while now, but everybody else jumping into the ring here. Um, I don't want to bash EVs. I know we've been doing a lot of that. I don't want to bash them. If EVs are your bag, cool. Not my cup of tea, but whatever, man. There's something for everybody. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I will tell you though, as a person who I feel like I know a decent bit about cars, I would kind of stay away from these first generation EVs. I mean, let's just look at kind of what's happened here over the past couple of months. The Ford Mach-E has a problem with the battery contactors welding themselves shut, which basically kills the car. And even months later, now they still don't have a solution for it. The Hummer EV completely dies, or the best case scenario goes into limp mode whenever it gets wet. The Lucid Air, which just came out, there's not a whole lot of those out there, are getting over-the-air software issues that are completely bricking the car and just making it totally stop on the highway. And now all of a sudden we had a story the other day with a self-driving Tesla that just took off, had a mind of its own, and no matter what the driver did, he could not engage the brakes. And it's because we've gotten away from what cars are meant to be and where they really, really excel, and that's the mechanical side of things. We're making these things too much like phones. And it's okay if a phone has a little bit of an issue because you just restart it and go on about your day. But when a vehicle does it and it's a 7,000-pound missile cruising down the highway or parked on the highway and you can't restart it and it just basically says, take it back to the dealer, that's a real problem. On top of that, this kind of seems to be like the worst possible time to be doing one of these industry destroying slash changing things that we're doing here right now. I mean, the whole EV movement basically hinges on the supply chain of rare materials, and the supply chain is freaking broken right now. So another big issue is you've got a problem now where we know that the best way to possibly do this as of right now is nickel and cobalt batteries, but that stuff's not readily available. We can't get it. We can't manufacture the batteries fast enough. So now they're moving over to these cheaper iron phosphate batteries. So another reason not to buy one of these cars, the year model is like not even the same throughout the year. A 2022 Mach-E is not the same throughout all of 2022. It's like, did you get the one in February or did you get the one in September? It's going to be a real headache to work on these, to sell these things later. I don't know. I just, be buyer beware, man. I don't know.